Hey guys, this is Nefarious411 with episode 25 of my modded survival series. In the previous episode, we were able to upgrade our mining cart with a galgadorian drill, and that definitely took a long time, and I decided to start the episode down here in my existing mine, and I thought I would just go ahead and give this a test run before I actually removed all of the tracks, just so that I can see what this is going to do. And if I go ahead and release it, I'm hoping that it's going the right direction. But you can see with the galgadorian drill, it pulls I think it's a 9x9 square, lot larger than the reinforced drill that it had before. So this will at least allow us to get a lot more resources than before. But I do have quite a bit that I would like to try. So for the time being, I'm just going to let that go because I am out of resources, basically. Don't have any diamonds. I think I may have like 3 or 4 in the system. But I'm probably going to keep this area, and I hear pigmen up there. I'm going to keep this area for my mining, but I'll probably be able to go in all of these different directions. I figure since I've already cleared out a large portion of this area, might as well just clear the rest of it out. I don't think that's going to be any harm, but I'm just going to let that run as is. And let's go ahead and pop over to our base. Notice that I called it our base this time instead of our new base. Alright, so let me run down here. So I have a plan for how this train yard is going to work. And obviously, the first thing that I need to do is grab my dolly, because all of my railcraft and Steve's cart stuff is in this chest. So I have lots and lots of tracks, and I think I got most of those from different dungeons and or whatever. Can't exactly remember where I got that stuff, but let me go ahead and bring that down here. I think this is going to be a good place to keep all of my stuff there. But I want... Oops, wrong one. I want to be able to do several things in regards to automation. I don't like how my old system was set up at the other base with the creation of, or basically manual deployment of the carts. So the first thing that I want to do, there's actually blocks from Steve's carts called Detector Manager. Yeah. So from the Steve carts too. I did not realize that these blocks existed whenever I set up my old stuff, but they're pretty simple recipes. Just simple PCB, some cobble, iron, redstone, and you're just building up from there. So this is the basic block, which is the detector unit, and this is going to be what's used to detect certain aspects of each of my carts so that I can figure out how to route the stuff. So let me actually run down here because I should check my chest to see what kind of tracks I have, and it doesn't look like I have the tracks that I need, which is good and bad. They're probably at the other place, so I'll probably be grabbing those at some point. But let me go ahead and create new ones. So I need the advanced detector rail, and I think I need 3 or 4 of these. So it probably wouldn't hurt to create a few. So let me create the pressure plate. There we go. Let me just create a handful of these because I'll probably be using these more in the future. So let me go ahead and grab all of those. And let me go ahead and craft some of these detector units and simple PCB. I might be creating more of these later, so it might make sense for me to create a pattern for this. Really simple pattern, gold in the center with redstone and iron on the out. So let me go ahead and create that pattern, pop it in our molecular assembler near all of the other Steve's carts and railcraft stuff. And let me go ahead and create 2, 3. Let me create about 8. May or may not use these. Can't remember exactly how many I need. So I need to look up detector. Let me go ahead and create some of these. Oh, I need more pressure plates, of course. There we go. And this is going to be the base to all of the ones that I need. Ran out of cobble. How many people can say that they ran out of cobble? So I need to go ahead and convert those, and that's fine. I'll figure out something at some point to deal with the other cobble a little bit cleaner. So let me put that back in the recipe. So I got 3 there, 3 here, and maybe a couple more, which is all I can create. Cool. And I also know that I need the detector. I think it's detector junction. Is it detector junction? PCB. Let me create a couple more of these. Since we're kind of low on materials, let me just go ahead and create just 5 of those for now. And detector junction. I thought that was right. Oh, got those reversed. Okay. So I need at least 3 of these, I think. There we go. And I will show you the user interface momentarily. So let me run downstairs real quick and figure out where I'm going to place this stuff. And probably wouldn't hurt to go ahead and lay some tracks for it as well. So let me figure out a location. I have some ideas as to where these carts are going to be located in regards to how they're going to start drilling. And I will be back as soon as I have some of the initial tracks laid out. Alright, I am back, and I decided that I need to create a couple of other items. First thing that I need are 2 of the vanilla detector tracks, and for that I actually need, how many does that make? Detector track. So that makes 16, so I guess I only need the 1, and I need 4 of these, I believe. So I can make a wooden rail bed, and pressure plate I can create upstairs. So let me go ahead and jump upstairs, and I'm thankful that I have these travel anchors, even though it's still kind of a pain to have to go to them. But let me go ahead and create 1 pressure plate, I think. Detector track. There we go. Put that there, surround it with tracks, and there we go. So I only need 2 of these, but I'm sure that they'll come in handy at some point. And I realized, I went to my test world, and I realized that I only needed 2 of these detector junctions. I might be able to use this 3rd one. We'll have to see. But I also need some redstone. Let me just look up detector. Because I don't remember. Detector. I don't remember what it's called. Redstone unit. There we go. So I need 3 of these, I believe. 1, 2, 3. 2. Uh-oh. Redstone. Yeah, running low on resources. Yay. There we go. And this will give us our 3rd redstone unit. And let's just go with that. I did run to my old base, I think I mentioned that, and I picked up the cargo managers because I just didn't want to create new ones of that. And these are basically going to be configured. If you see my little track here, this is the general layout that I'm going to have, and the carts are basically going to go this way. And I'm only doing this for the 2 carts, the mining cart and the track remover cart, and they're both going to go down the same track, but obviously not at the same time because they'll collide and then they'll just sit there, run through their fuel source, and I don't want that. So that's why I have the split track. And I kind of did this in a previous episode, but I didn't use the Steve's Carts detector blocks, and I think this will come out a lot better. So let me go ahead and place these two down, and on top of that I actually need some of these advanced detector tracks. There we go. And you can see that whenever they're on a detector junction, they'll actually turn, and based upon a conditional output, and this is the user interface for the detector junction, based on the Boolean expression, and we'll get to that here in a second, it will determine whether or not it should stay turned to the left or go straight. So on this one, I want to have the mining cart go this direction if it's out of tracks, because if it's coming along and it's mining out and it still has tracks, it's going to come back only whenever it needs to drop stuff off. So it'll drop off its cargo in here, and I'll configure that here in a little bit. And whenever it passes over this block, if it still has tracks, it's just going to circle around and come to this detector rail, and it will restock. So this is going to be my restocking one, and then it'll just go on its way. And then if it's the derailer, it'll come this way and it will unload its tracks into this one. And then what we want to do is, let's go ahead and state the output here. So on this one, we're going to do an AND conditional, because we want to make sure that not only is this the one with the galgadorian drill, so we can choose one of these modules. So it'll detect what modules are on the carts, and obviously the track remover isn't going to have this drill, so I'm going to put that one there. And there's also a state for have rail supplies, but since this has rail supplies, I want to only do it whenever it does not have rail supplies. So not rail supplies. There we go. And that's essentially it for this one. So it'll turn to the right. It'll basically make it go straight if it's a galgadorian drill module and it's out of tracks. So then it'll come over here, and if you remember, these advanced detector rails will just keep the cart here, and it won't burn through fuel whenever it's sitting here without the redstone pulse. All right. So let's take a look at this one. So let's say that this is the track remover cart, and it comes over here and it dumps off its stuff. It does not have the galgadorian drill, but on this one I want it to go ahead and turn to the right always, because if it's already returned from grabbing the tracks, it's only a one run kind of cart. So on this, it's going to be as simple as checking to see if it has a track remover, and if it's true, it'll just turn this way, and I'm just going to place this here for now, and it'll come over here and stop. I'm going to have basically the same setup as over there. All right, so let's go ahead, and that's those two, so that's fine. So now let's take a look at this end of the track. So this is basically going to be the depot. This is where they're going to be sitting whenever they're not out in the field in action. So I am going to have 3 blocks here. Let me go ahead and pick this up. I am going to have detector, no, that's not right. I actually don't have that detector yet, so let me run upstairs and create it. Detector. So this one, I actually want a detector station. And nope, that's a redstone. I need this. So I need 2 of these. So I need to craft 1 more of the basic detector unit. There we go. So I think I only need 1 more. And what am I missing? I need stone. There we go. Pressure plate and detector. Oh, I can't spell today. Unit. And this is just going to be the basic one. PCB. There we go. Simple. Cool. So let's hop back downstairs and place these 3 items. So detector station. And the purpose of a detector station is basically a cart will stay on the detector track until it receives some sort of redstone signal or some sort of true condition. And this is going to be in conjunction with a couple of blocks that I place below it, which are these redstone units. So let me place 3 of these actually. And let's go ahead and put this one here. So these are basically reusable blocks. So I can put some sort of algorithm in these, and it'll affect both sides. So on this one, what is going on here? On this one, we want to have the flow of an and the bottom condition, as well as, which side is that? The red side. So most of this probably won't make sense right now, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to explain it once I have all of the pieces in place. So this one is also going to be an AND condition, and this is going to be bottom, as well as the green side, right? Yeah, because they basically have these 4 sides and they're all colored. All of them are the same situation. So the green side is the side that's touching this detector unit right here. So let's go ahead and configure this one. And I believe that this one is basically just checking for bottom, because all of these have an output. So let's go ahead and run down here and detect or change the bottom items. So let me go ahead and change. So this is going to be the one for the track remover, and this one's going to have I guess a redstone bottom. So since this is a redstone detector unit, I have redstone states as well. So whenever it receives a redstone signal on the bottom, it will be true, and it'll push its value up here. And as long as the bottom is true and the side, this one here, emits true, then it'll make the cart go forward. And this one, basically the same thing, redstone bottom and redstone bottom. There we go. So let's go get these redstone signals going. So let me run upstairs, and I don't think I have any conduits in here. No, I don't. Conduit, and I don't even have the recipe for it, so I should probably create the recipe. And it's for these insulated conduits. There we go. And I don't have patterns. Let me craft at least 1 for now. Wait for it to finish. I think it's pulverizing, I think it's doing the cobblestone and the sag mill to make glass. There we go. Encoded pattern. Let's throw that into the molecular assembler, and now we should be able to grab some conduits. And probably need 20. Okay, so redstone alloy. Let me go ahead and create 10 more of these, because I need redstone alloy. And what does that consist of? Redstone and silicon. Make how many of these? Just 1. So let me grab the 1 that I have. And this is going to be a furnace recipe. There we go. And redstone and silicon. There we go. And that, with my pattern, will work. And this is an alloy, so let's go there. Conduit, and we should be able to craft this now. Right? Yeah, cool. So make me some conduits, please. Alright, so with some editing magic, we are done. And we have 32 of these, and that should be plenty. Let me actually grab a piece of stone, and you'll see here in a little bit that I want to run a connection all the way up here. And this is going to basically be buttons for starting these things off. So let me break this stuff, and you're gonna be... I knew it! Those little guys. Alright, so let's see. On this one, and this one, and I want to force connections on these. And which side's which? So that's south, right? So south side, I want it in and out. Strong signal's probably fine. And red, I guess. And this one, south side, in, out. This will be the green channel. I don't think I need the strong signal for this, but probably. And in, out, and I'm going to make this one black, just so that I know what it is. And this is basically going to be the off switch. There we go. And before I forget, let me craft at least one button, and this is going to be for the mining track, and I'll probably just need better buttons than this. I don't really like that button. And for the master switch, I am going to do a lever. There we go. Cool. So let me get into bat mode, I guess. Well, I guess I didn't need bat mode, because all I have to do is run these down. There we go. And run them over this direction. And they have to be connected on the bottom because of the redstone connection that we set here. So we enabled it to be the bottom side. And we are going to force the connection up. And this one, I don't remember which one this one. Green, I think. Is that the color that we set? This one is going to be black. Hello? Is it not going to cycle back? Okay, there we go. I thought it was going to cycle back through it. Oh, it doesn't want to go that direction. Alright, so let's cycle all the way through. Black. Strong signal. And I hope this works. We'll see. And up. And this is going to be red. Strong signal. There we go. Cool. So let me go ahead and throw these down. Yeah, got stuck. There we go. Cool. And I'm going to just jump out here. Human form. Alright, cool. So, I don't really have a way to test this easily without it starting to rip up my my stuff. So I am going to have to play it by ear for the most part. Alright, so I also want to make sure that this is somewhat automated. So whenever the mining cart comes back and it's out of materials, it comes over here. I want it to automatically set off the track remover cart down its path to remove the tracks, and vice versa. So whenever the track remover guy comes and it comes over here, I want it to kick off the mining cart. So to do that, I am going to need some conduits over here as well. There we go. Get rid of you. And this one I am going to force up. And this is going to be green. Strong signal. There we go. So green will kick off. Let me see if I can get down there easily. Oh, this is a tight build here. Green was that one, so I probably need to reverse those, don't I? I thought that was correct. Yeah, I might have to play around with that. And this side, I need to basically do the same thing. Come down here, throw a few more conduits down, and I'm going to oop, I did not mean to right-click you. Up, force a connection, and this one's going to be red. I probably have this all switched up. I might have to test it out a couple of times just to make sure. And this guy, I want to have black. There we go. So that the main shutoff is tied. Oh, I'm stuck. Tied to that lever. If you can get here. There we go. So that's going to be the main toggle switch for this entire system. There we go. So let me go ahead and just double check my work. I need to go ahead and configure these the way I need it. Since this is the drop off, I need to change all of these to the inventory, goes to the cargo manager. And let me do that off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, I went back to my test world and realized I made one little error here. At least. There's probably more errors that I made. But I remember that these particular blocks, they don't really work well with the Inter.io conduits. So I actually need to put a block in between to make sure that the strong signal will actually pass through a block. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. And the other error that I made was these need to be opposite. So that one's green, so green needs to be on this side. So let me change this one to green, strong signal. And this one's still going to be black, as I had before. And I still can't go in reverse for some reason. There we go. And this one is going to be, since this one is red, this side needs to be red. There we go, strong signal, and there we go. So let me go ahead and hook these guys back up. There we go. All right, cool. So I cleaned it out down here a little bit, and I probably need to set a couple of torches just in case mobs decide to spawn down here, but I think that's going to be good. And I went ahead and got my carts, and I'm going to test these out. So for these deployment managers, or what are these called? Cargo managers, I am going to have this one basically take all of the storage, and this will work on both the mining cart and the track remover. Dump all of its internal storage into here, and from here I need to go ahead and pump the items out into my processing system, inventory system, stuff like that. And this one's going to be the restocking one, so it's going to restock the rails and the coal, as well as the building materials and the lights. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do, just for the time being to test this out, I am going to put a single track in here and put that right there. Well, maybe back one. There we go. That way, because I noticed that the track removers, once they hit one of these non-vanilla tracks, it won't remove it and it'll basically stop. So whenever it comes back, it should stop. And for the mining cart, which I don't have yet, I'm going to try, I'm hoping, just to turn off the drill. That way it doesn't actually drill anything. And I guess it doesn't really matter the direction that it goes the first time. So I should be able to, whoa, disable the drill first. Put a few pieces of coal in there. And if I were to toggle this button, will that work? No. What color is that? I cannot remember. Can't see it from there. Let me go down here. That is green. I wonder if I got those spots mixed up. I might, come on. Might have to label these buttons up here. But let me go ahead and run back here and double check. Okay, so that one is red. I want this one to actually be green. And this one in the middle. this one will be red. I want to go. Okay, there we go. Cool. So now if I hit that, does it go? What am I missing? Hello? Do you have to be off the thing first? I want you to go. Why are you not going? Why are you so slow? You sad? Okay, there it goes. And now it should be basically refueling and getting supplies restocked. And it is. It comes over here. And oh yeah. Duh. I need a lever. Da, da, da. Forgot the default state of those is to stop the carts and lever. There it goes. It ran out of tracks. Comes back over here. It's dropping off all of its inventory, which it doesn't have any. And it goes straight. Comes over here. You can see that this turned red for a second, and that's basically going to trigger this side, which is the track remover. So let's go ahead and put that guy down. And I'm just going to put you here. I hope it doesn't start removing the tracks. So it will come over... Is that the way it was supposed to go? I might have to double check that. Alright, so it removed the track. Comes over here. It's dropping the tracks off. And because this is a track remover, it goes this way. Stops. Why you no deploy? That should have deployed. Unless the master switch is off. Yeah, that was probably the problem before. Okay, yeah, that was a problem. So let's watch this in motion one more time. It's going to grab the tracks. Oh yeah, I didn't put the track in the right one. Didn't have any tracks, so it comes back. It drops off all of the things that it mined. It runs over that and it sees, oh, I don't have any tracks. Comes over here, kicks off this one, and it goes. Nice. So I have a fully working system, and I should be able to go ahead and put tracks in it, and it will be able to continue down that line. And let me go ahead and switch the master switch off. That way the mining cart doesn't run again. And nice. We have a working system. But unfortunately, I've hit that wrapping up point. There's going to be a part 2, and in the next episode, I will go ahead and start working on getting the carts actually out of this room. But for now, I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you could rate it down below, it'd be greatly appreciated. And also, if you like the series, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But for now, this is goodbye.